All right, I'm hoping I don't get run down too quickly. I'm on a very quiet street, and I'm just going to go through the backwards walking right here, which is definitely good for rehabbing your knees, strengthening your lower legs. There's a lot of benefits to this. Part of it is just protect the joints of the lower body, and also to kind of strengthen your forefoot so that you're less likely to fall. So this is something I probably do about 10 minutes a day, average at least. Usually I just find a quiet place in the city and I go back and forth a little bit. People stare. It's a little weird. It's a little hard to get used to at first, but it doesn't take too long. Once you've done it for a few days, probably within a week, this will seem relatively normal. Now, basically, you're just walking as you normally do, and I would start by looking down at your feet. You can always look behind you a little bit just to see you got a clear course to go. And don't take too long of steps. Just one foot back, and then the other. And as you're taking it back, just be careful to start. You can always hold poles or something like that if you worry about holding your balance. And once you've gone too far, you can just back it up and take it the other way. Now, when you're stepping like this, think about moonwalking when you start. So you're just kind of sliding your feet back. You're coming onto the toe, rolling your heel down. And as you're stepping, you're very much having your knee forward of your toes as you take weight on your feet and take it back and forth. And that's where the strengthening element comes in. And once you get used to this, you can start taking this a little bit faster. And I'm casual enough about it, and I'm confident enough in my balance that I can just look around and do whatever I do, maybe look over my shoulder as I go back. And it really doesn't take much to come into this, keep in mind. And it's very basic. You can stop at any point. You will feel this in the lower leg quite a bit. But it's something good to experiment with. And like I said, I do this probably about 10 to 20 minutes a day, maybe closer to 10 minutes on average. Now, depending on what you have available to you in terms of areas to walk around, you may find that you're probably not on flat ground or there's an incline. This is actually a way to level this up quite a bit. And again, you can look back over your shoulder if you like. You're just taking things in short steps, onto the toes, rolling your heels down. And you will feel this on an incline. When you go up, it's definitely a good bit more work on your legs to lift yourself and come up the hill. And when you come down, you're definitely going to feel this quite a bit as a hamstring stretch and in the calves and toward the glutes. So keep that in mind as well. And I would not dissuade you from doing this at all. I actually like going up and down hills quite a bit. And then just because this is a good opportunity to see how your feet work when you're doing this. I'm doing this barefoot right now. When I'm out on the street, I definitely do this with shoes on, on concrete, there's stuff around, you got no idea you're stepping on rocks. But, if you got grass or a clear area where you're there, clear area to walk around in, just short steps. And again, you're coming up on your toes, your heels lifted to start, and you're rolling your heel down. And it's trying to control the movement as you take it back and forth. And it's a very subtle way of working your lower legs and really tensing up the connective tissue around your knees. I found an awful lot of value in doing this, and you are definitely going to feel an odd sort of work in your glutes, the hamstrings, around the kneecaps, your ankles, your thighs, maybe building up the arches of the feet as well, depending on what condition your feet are when you start doing this kind of thing.